I want to talk about This Is Us, and then I want to talk about your book, This Is
Yes.
Me, which
Yes.
I've been diving into and I'm obsessed with.
Oh,
So many
thanks.
words of wisdom.
Thank you.
So many words of wisdom, and you
Thank
share
you.
your life. We're going to talk about this.
Okay, cool. Okay, great. Yeah, This Is Us was something, I was ready to kind of hang it up and head back home and, I don't know, teach preschool again back in
Because you
Gainesville,
were
Florida.
a preschool teacher,
Yes.
right.
So I thought, you know what? I've spent 11 years, almost 12 years in LA trying to pursue acting. I was a talent agent for 9 years, and so I did have a bit of a detour. But luckily, I had 81 cents to my name at the point that I booked
Right.
This Is Us.
Which you talk about in your book.
Definitely, yeah. It was just very unexpected, but I think, it's not in our timing. It's when it's meant to
Right.
be, and we have to sort of stand in line long enough. And
Right.
so obviously it's completely changed my life, and it's still very surreal.
How do you identify to Kate, your character?
Oh, wow.
'Cause so many people do.
Yeah.
So many people identify to all of the
Absolutely.
characters in the show.
Yeah.
It's such a powerful show.
Yeah, thank you. And, it really starts with Dan Fogelman, who's our writer, creator. And then we have a team of writers who just really bear their souls in that writing room. And the cast is so exceptional. So it just all sort of works together. But Kate, specifically for me, singing was always my first love.
Right.
So much like Kate, she's sort of trying to aspire. I don't even know if she's aspiring yet, but she's trying to aspire to sing and walk in her mother's footsteps. And
Right.
I can understand and relate to that because I've wanted to be a singer, but it wasn't ever supported or encouraged. And, I get it. I understand the inadequacies and holding on to things that don't serve us, that
Right.
really we have a lot of guilt and shame about. And of course, hers was that she felt responsible for her father's passing,
Right.
which we all know that's not true. And
Exactly.
so it's just beautifully written that she started in one place that was just the bottom, and she's really come through.
Persevered.
Yeah, persevered.
A conqueror.
Yes, and she's
Yeah.
conquered, and and now she has a baby, and
found herself.
yes, yes,
By not allowing other people to validate her self-worth.
that's right.
Which
That's
is so
right.
important, and you talk about that in your book as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm so eager to get to.
Oh, thanks.
I want to talk about this, but I also want to talk about your new movie.
Yes.
By the way, it is so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
My husband and I sat up last night watching it, and sorry, honey, he was crying too.
Oh,
It's so powerful.
it is. It really is, and for it to be a true
Breakthrough.
story is even more
Right.
powerful and overwhelming in a sense of what the message is and why I felt so compelled to be a part of the story. You hear in a news story that a son, Joyce Smith's son, John
Right.
Smith, falls through an icy lake and is pronounced dead. And she has literally prayed him back to life. And as a community, they come and
The whole community came together.
they came together and they rallied and they supported him, and that he's a real person that I got to
Right.
meet, and it's
And share his story.
and share his story. And that's
Yeah.
what's so miraculous about it, is that people need hope and they need inspiration and they need something to believe in.
Absolutely.
So it's really a timely movie and a true incredible story.
It really is. It really
Yeah.
is. And the trailer went viral.
I know.
Wild. That's amazing.
I think we're up to like maybe 107 million
107 million views.
Yeah, and people are sharing it organically, which is even
Right.
more exciting, because I think we all want something to believe in, and we need to be bolstered in that
Yeah.
hope and that love.
Right.
And so we could not be more grateful that everyone's responding to it.
Right. Oh, I want to talk about your book.
Okay.
Okay, so I've been diving in it, and it's so wonderful.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
so honest
Thank
and
you.
so real and so relatable.
Thanks.
Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
your story. I think so many people will identify with your book.
I hope so. When my agent even approached about writing a book, I was like, I don't have anything to say. I don't think so. And she's like, really? Because you're crying in bathrooms with strangers. And I'm like, oh, I am. And then I realized how my story and being authentic and jumping through the hoops and being honest and vulnerable in what I do has really helped people. And
Absolutely.
I thought, okay, I'm gonna write a book if I can put into it life lessons, that what's helped me get through the hardships, whether it was an abusive childhood or, feeling neglected or just feeling like the black sheep in some instances. How has my tragedy become my triumph. And so
Right.
that's the whole reason for the book.
You're such a light for so many other people. There's
thank you.
something that you wrote in here. May I read a
Of
little bit?
course. Yeah, of
All
course.
right. I love where you write in the introduction, sharing the things that we're afraid will make us appear less in others' eyes, make us stronger. Because confidence is really trust in yourself, right? It has nothing to do with what someone else thinks of you. It's what you think of you. And as we collectively share our truths, I believe we are placing deposits into our own confidence bank. Not only does sharing your truth help other people, but then you feel good and you come to realize your value. When you then build on that value and continue to be a positive person, which you are, you can be a light for others in getting out of their own way. That was so powerful reading that.
Oh, thank you.
And I love this book. It's so wonderful.
Thank you. It took me a while to, 36 years to get to this place.
Right.
And I'm still a work in progress.
Everyone grows at their own pace.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't have it all figured out. And that's okay. And I think people feel at a certain age you have to have met these milestones, and that's not necessarily true, and we evolve when the things present themselves. So, I'm just so glad that anybody could take, the positivity from that.